Good morning. It's another coffee time with Andrew. I believe this is episode 97, but I'm not quite sure. Wasn't really planning on doing this, but I wanted to work on an experiment. And I've been doing, of course, I'm always doing a lot of reading, a lot of research, and I'm always observing my own behavior and the behavior of others. My dog training clients, my video clients, people that I'm helping with websites and business consultation in general, because mammalian behavior is quite similar, only differing with species specific behavior in most cases. So, humans and dogs, we respond a lot the same. In fact, a lot of the emotional states and the more primitive types of communication, we share quite a few similarities with our canine friends. But this video is going to be a big experiment. You can see I have a different hat on. This was my original canine hat. I don't know if you can see my canine up there that I used to wear way back when I was doing police dogs and more protection training. This hat has caused a little bit of some good stories, let me put it that way. Okay, as you know, I read a lot. I'm now reading this book here, Certain to Win. Actually, I've already read it a couple times. Very interesting. Talks a lot about strategy. Actually, that's what it all is, strategy. About John Boyd's strategy, as a matter of fact. And that got me to thinking about orientation. Many years ago, I spent a year contemplating the implications of orientation. And one of his models is you observe, orient, and then decide or act, and act. But orientation is an interesting subject because there are several different forms of orientation. There's the orient, what is it type response. I think of it as a transition period. And again, transitions are an interesting phenomena that we can go into another time. But in dog training, that's often when you have a little gap in time in the dog's thoughts to regain control. And then there's the long-term orientation, what I think of as the significant points of reference, basically, that form an orientation, that your general view of the world. Like I say, this is going to be an experimental video, and I imagine it will be somewhat confusing and interesting by the time I get done with it. But why I wanted to do this is I was reading about orientation. I'm at that point in my book, so I wanted to read the new research about orientation response. But also, I have been looking at emotions in people. Fear and anger, actually, are a couple I've been thinking about. And that is what really prompted today's video. We're going to be doing some interesting things with images as we go through this video, which I'm hoping by the time I'm finished with it, you will have experienced that. Whether it's confusing, relaxing, or orienting, that is the question. Okay, that's it for today. I am wishing all of you the very best in life. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.